Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. My track guide for Tsukuba full in the BMW M2 CS. Let's get into it. For turn 1, you want to be on the left side of the track, but turn 1 is a great place to try and overtake in the race. I brake once I start to lose the solid wall here on the left, and I aim for about 65% brake pressure. I also like to take quite a late apex in this one, so we're pretty much braking into the corner as well. And I'm easing off the pressure all the way to the middle of the corner. A little bit after the middle of the corner is where we want to apex, and just before we apex we want to try and pick up the throttle again. I'm easing in the throttle because it's really easy to oversteer here, and when we leave the curb is where we go full throttle again. We can use all the red and white curb here out on the left, drive as few meters as possible all the way up to turn 3, ending up on the right side of the track for the turn. Make sure to get all the way up on the curb, and my braking marker is the start of the dirt patch here. Once I get to that, I aim for about 80% brake pressure, easing that off all the way to the top of the corner. The corner is banking, so we can carry a bit more speed than we think. Don't touch the curb on the inside. Once I start to see the billboards coming up here, I'll start to apply the throttle again. Of course, still easing it in because it's easy to lose the rear. Now we want to get the car over to the left side of the track. For turn 5, I'm using the end of the wall here over on the right. Once I lose that out of my main monitor, then I'll go to about 40% brake pressure, quickly easing off to just a few percent, holding that all the way to the curb. I'm not cutting the curb here, and once I'm at the curb, I'll start to apply the throttle again. We don't want to use the full curb on the left here because then we have to steer too much in. In turn 6, just lift a little bit, go to 4th, then back to full throttle and let the car walk out to the right side of the track. Then get the car over to the left side of the track. Again, not the best braking marker, but I use when the line goes completely straight. Once I get to that, I go to about 90% brake pressure, easing that off all the way to the second corner here. The corner is banking, so we can carry a bit more speed than we think. We want to have the car turned as much as possible before going on the throttle, because we're going down the longest straight. I'm going on the throttle just before the second turn. Again, we're gonna ease in the throttle here, and don't touch the curb on the inside, because it's really easy to make the car oversteer, and we want to use enough room so we can keep our exit speed high. Now we want to stay on the left side of the track all the way down to turn 9. You can try and overtake into turn 9, but it can be very risky. But when qualifying, you want to be on the left side. I brake when I get to the first brown thing here on the left. Then I go to about 45% brake pressure, and we are easing that off all the way to the green AstroTurf on the inside. Here we want to hug the inside as much as possible. When we're off the brakes, we want to control the car with the throttle. We want to be really close to the white line, but not on it. Once we get to the curb, we'll start to apply the throttle again. And we can cut the last part off the curb, but only go full throttle when you land. Then we want to use all of the AstroTurf here to maximize our exit speed. And that's a lap around Tsukuba full in the M2. I have a time of 59 seconds, 0.7. I have more track guides for the BMW linked down below. Hopefully you found this one useful. If you did, leave a like down below. Consider subscribing as well. And now for the uninterrupted hot laps.